Good evening, ma'am. I'm Richard Francona and my buddy.
Lebron James de Montero.
Today, we will going to summarize the story of
Centuries.
Saint Therese continues her spiritual journey, emphasizing the significance of humility in her relationship with God. She reflects on her own shortcomings and imperfections, stressing the importance of acknowledge one's weaknesses. There introduces her little way, a path of holiness through small everyday acts of love and simplicity. This chapter reveals her profound understanding that true spirituality lies in humble, heartfelt devotion. Moving into chapter 8, there shares insights into her approach to suffering. She describes her commitments to embracing hardships as opportunities for spiritual growth and union with God. There's writing in this chapter convey a deep trust in God's love as she navigates physical and emotional pain with grace. Her profound spirituality becomes evident as she discusses the transformative power of embracing suffering with a heart full of love and surrender to divine providence.
So, in this chapter serve as a statement of her unwavering faith and dedication to life of selfish love. Her little way becomes a guiding principles for readers, encouraging them to find holiness and the simplicity of their daily lives. Saint Teresa's humility and acceptance of limitation shines through, making her a model of spiritual devotion and inspiration for those seeking a more profound connection with God. This chapter reveals a saint who, despite facing her own struggles, remains steadfast in her commitment to love and serve God. Saint Teresa's life story unfolds as a narrative of resilience, deep faith, and genuine desire to live out her calling with love and humility. Through her writings, she imparts valuable lessons to finding God in the ordinary and navigating the challenges of life with a heart of full trust and love. So as of our reflection, Saint Teresa's humility and simplicity emerge as powerful virtue and transcendent time. The little way becomes the guide for anyone who seek or seeking a more profound spiritual connection, emphasizing the holiness is not confined to grand gesture but found in everyday expression of love and devotion. Saint Teresa's journey challenges us to examine our own lives, fostering a deeper understanding of how humility, love, trust can shape our spiritual paths. That's all, Mom.
So good evening everyone, I'm Cyril Carvalho Vasquez and this is my reflection about chapter 7 and 8. The story of a soul. Saint Teresa emerges as a spiritual luminary, weaving a narrative of profound humility, unwavering faith, and extraordinary capacity to find divine purpose in life's ordinary facts. This is emphasis on humility in chapter 7. Then issues as cornerstone of her spiritual odyssey, acknowledging her imperfections. She unfolds the little way, a poignant concept emphasizing holiness through modest acts of love. This is reveals as spiritually grounded, not in grand gestures but in the sincere recognitions one's shortcomings. Chapter 8. This is chapter 8 delves into Teresa's poignant reflections on suffering. So here her willingness to embrace hardship as a coin for spiritual growth underscores an unshakable trust in God's love. The transformative power she finds in suffering, viewing it as an opportunity for an union with the divine, reflects our depth of spiritual understanding. So there's a life portrayed in these chapters stands a testament to resilience. Her little way isn't just a theory but a live reality, encouraging readers to seek holiness in the simplicity of daily lives. Her humility and acceptance of our limitations serve as beacons, guiding others in their pursuit of a more profound connection with God. In navigating her struggles, there's become a paragon of unwavering commitment to love and serve God. Her life story unfolds not a table of perfection, but as a narrative of profound faith, her calling with love, and humility. Through her writings, she imparts invaluable lessons on finding the extraordinary in the ordinary and facing life's challenges with a heart brimming with the trust and love. There's emerges not just as a saint but as a relatable guide, inspiring others to embrace their own spiritual journey with authenticity and devotion. That's it.
Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Imam Pesular, and this is my understanding on chapter 7 and 8 of the life of Saint Therese. So the life of Saint Therese focuses on her spiritual journey and her deepening relationship with God. Therese shares her thoughts on her desire for holiness and her understanding of God's love and mercy. So Therese begins describing her desire to become a saint and her realization that she cannot achieve holiness through her own effort alone. She recognizes that it is God's grace and mercy that will transform her into a saint. And also, Saint Teresa's understanding of the infinite mercy of God, she realized that no matter how many mistakes she makes or how unworthy she feels, God's love and forgiveness are always available to her. She comes to understand that suffering can be a means of purifying a soul and uniting oneself more closely to Christ. She embraces her own physical and emotional sufferings as opportunities to grow in holiness and to console Jesus. On her vocation as a Carmelite nun, she sees her life in the convent as an opportunity to live and her desire for holiness and to offer herself completely to God. She understands that her mission is to love God and to make Him loved by others. It demonstrates her deep spirituality, her profound understanding of God's love and mercy. So her story inspires us and to live and have a similar life love for God and a desire for holiness in their own lives. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rinaldo P. Doloricon. This is in chapter 7 of the history of a soul. Saint Therese continues her spiritual journey, emphasizing the significance of humility in her relationship with God. She reflects on her own shortcomings and imperfections, stressing the importance of acknowledging one's weaknesses. Therese introduced her little way, a path to holiness through small everyday acts of love and simplicity.
Ita Honera, and this is my understanding in chapter 7 and 8, the life of Saint Therese. Saint Therese had a strong desire to love and serve God wholeheartedly. She offered her every task, suffering, and sacrifice as act of love, believing that through them she could participate in redemptive work of Christ, embracing, suffering, loving of other sin.
Good day, ma'am. My name is Mary Grace G. Tagum. This is my reflection of the story of a soul in chapter 7.